Alright, welcome everybody. We are going to be playing some Pikmin 3 Deluxe today. And also, while we're playing Pikmin 3, it is also January 20th, 2021, the presidential inauguration day, and I'm watching the live stream now as I play, so if you hear me making any commentary over it, that's what I'm referring to. Alright. So here we go. We're going to be playing Pikmin 3 on the hardest difficulty. It's called Ultra Spicy Mode. I played Pikmin 3, I beat the game twice. First on the normal difficulty, second on hard difficulty. Now we're going to be playing on the hardest difficulty. Not quite sure what makes the game so hard. I think they add more health to some of the enemies. I know when I played on hard mode, they removed one of the sprays, which basically freezes the enemies. So maybe on this ultra spicy mode. By the way, great name for the hardest difficulty, ultra spicy mode. Anyway, so I think they may be removing the other spray, which basically buffs up your Pikmin, but I guess we're gonna find out. Okay, so here you can see that I've played the game on normal and hard difficulty. On normal, I beat it in 19 days. I didn't actually 100% it, but then on my second playthrough in hard difficulty, I did 100% it. Got all the fruits, got all the logs, got all the collectibles. Great. I think when I play on Ultra Spicy, we're gonna try to 100% it too. Maybe not so much the data logs, but we're definitely gonna try to go for all the fruits. So, let's try that out. God, okay, so I'm playing on the, obviously I'm playing the Switch, but I'm using the Switch Pro controller, which is essentially an Xbox One controller, but with the buttons all like rotated. So, if you see me push the wrong button and screw up, it's because I'm trying to press A, but I'm really pressing B on the Switch. So here we go. Hard to stomach difficulty intended for those who consider themselves Pikmin connoisseurs. Well, I definitely love the Pikmin series, so we're picking this one.
Galactic date 20XX. At the far reaches of space lies a planet on the brink of ruin. The planet's name? Kopai. Due to a booming population, booming appetites, and a basic lack of planning, Kopai's inhabitants have all but exhausted their food supply. Their only
so just so we don't have to go through this whole intro, basically, planet Kopai, I guess overpopulation overtook the planet, and they're running low on food, so they're sending out a bunch of astronauts to different planets to go find seeds to make more food. I don't know. Something about we gotta find some food for the planet. So we're gonna go ahead and skip it. I can figure out. There we go. I stayed up until like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I have today off work. Crap, here we go. Woke up at like 7:30 or so. How do we play this? So, hear me clear my throat, a little gaggy. Maybe I seem a little groggy because you know, only got like 3 hours of sleep. So here we go. We are Captain something. I forgot what his name is, and essentially what happens is as our spaceship goes searching for... Let me turn this volume down. As our spaceship goes searching for, oh, did they take alcohol off? Let me turn down this volume. Ah, never mind. Yeah. Oh no. Alright, hold up. Something's messing up. My audio is lagged, but I don't think it's lagged on the recording, so I need to restart this and try to get this to fix. I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. Fixed the audio issue. Just had to restart OBS, the recording software. It's kind of a weird bug on my side. The audio is delayed by, like, maybe 3/4 of a second. But, on the recording audio, it's just fine. I forgot where I left off, but, we are playing Pikmin now. Let me try to... turn this audio down so you can't hear it from my mic. Alright. So we are the, oh, I think I remember where I left off. So, yeah, so Kopai, the planet, sends out a bunch of ships to find food because they're running out of food on the planet. And, this, right now, I'm playing as the captain of one of those ships, and they crash landed on, I forgot what this, what's this planet called? Oh, crap. Gosh. Go back. Gosh. No, what am I doing? Alright, I never claimed to be good. So we crash landed on the ship, and this is the captain of the ship. He's the captain of a crew of 3. And we are using the yellow Pikmin right now. They can be thrown high, and they are immune to electricity. Very underrated Pikmin. They weren't very useful in the first... oh gosh. Oh no, I'm losing them. I'm losing them. And I think... this is kind of a weird intro, because it introduces us to the captain and yellow Pikmin, but then we immediately get attacked by this floating... this flying invisible thing, and then we get out of here. I don't know, day 1's ended. So this is the blue guy. He's another member of the crew. And that is the ship that crashed. Can I just say something? The live stream for the inauguration starts at 10 a.m. Just over an hour ago. But the actual inauguration doesn't start until... what was that? The actual inauguration doesn't start until, well, noon. So it's just 2 hours of a bunch of jamokes just talking back and forth about, I don't know, about what people are wearing, kind of commenting over what's going on. Oh, okay, so here we go. We have the red Pikmin now. So red Pikmin are pretty good fighters. They can really dish out the damage, and they are immune to fire. Other than that, they're just kind of the cannon fodder. In previous games, they were the, at least Pikmin 1, they were the best Pikmin because they were just good fighters. Oh, we do have lock on, okay. Just purely because they were good fighters, and there were only 3 types of Pikmin. There were blue, red, and yellow in the first game. Red, immune against fire, and good fighters, so you use them most of the time. Blue were the second best because they were the only Pikmin that could not drown in water, so you needed them just purely from a functional standpoint. And the yellow were kind of underutilized. Here we go, we're going to be picking up some pots. The yellow Pikmin were only utilized to be thrown high, basically to complete some puzzles and pick up bombs. They weren't very that useful, they weren't particularly good fighters. So you only needed like a handful of them through the entire game to beat it. Otherwise, you just use reds, and when you couldn't use reds, you needed blues, you used blues. That changed in Pikmin 2 with the addition of the purple and white Pikmin. And they also added shocking enemies, electricity enemies to the game, which made yellow Pikmin a bit more useful, but they were still pretty useless. And now Pikmin 3 comes, yellow Pikmin play a much bigger role. Mainly because there's more shock enemies and more electricity puzzles and stuff like that. Alright. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Mike Pence is, right now they're talking about how Mike Pence attended the inauguration even though Trump didn't want him to, and they're saying how that's kind of like the last kind of diss for Pence to do on Trump. Alright, so, we basically just picked up, our radar for the game, and we will be using this, not extensively, but we will be using it, a lot to make sure that we know where we're going. Actually, no, I guess we will be using it extensively. Alright. Me. Can I not turn down the volume? Oh. Best feature about Pikmin 3 that the previous titles didn't have is the lock-on feature. Before, you just had this little... Oh yeah, anyway, so, these red things are called pellets, and, when we bring them to the Pikmin's onion, they're like little home. It produces more Pikmin that plants them in the ground, and we can pluck them out. Dude, I freaking love this game. If you leave the Pikmin in the ground long enough, they will, grow. And there's 3 stages of Pikmin. There's the leaf, which all these guys are right now, the little green leaf. They get a white bud as their intermediate stage, and a white and yellow flower as their final stage. And essentially what that does is just, makes the Pikmin faster and stronger. Very useful. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah. So what I was saying before is best... best feature that Pikmin 3 has is you can lock onto stuff, like I was just locking onto that flower right there. Just press the R button and you lock on. Before that, you just had this little cursor that you moved around, and you just kind of had to free aim everything, which wasn't too bad when you got used to it, but it definitely made some complexity in the game that, was a little inconvenient at times. But this lock-on feature is a much appreciated quality of life feature that they added, and I could not be more appreciative enough of it. So we just Alright. So we created the bridge, we got the little radar pad. Another feature they added was this this charge ability. Pretty good. It basically just whatever you're looking at, whatever direction or whatever you're locked onto, you just push the charge button and your Pikmin just bum rush whatever you're telling them to. Very useful. Before this, they had a marching ability, which essentially you just kind of told your Pikmin to run in a general direction relative to you. Oh, I really like the feature. It kind of gives you like a level of control over the Pikmin that you don't have in this game, but it wasn't that good of a control because, you know, you could still like run your Pikmin off the ledge. It's not the little marching feature is not in this game. You just have the little charge. But I wish they had the marching feature. And we will actually see that because I have Pikmin 1 and 2 on the virtual console for the Wii U, which I plan on playing after I complete this game. Yeah, here we go. Look at this. There's a little what is this? It's like a sand wall that you just tell your Pikmin to attack, and this is the tutorial telling you to charge your Pikmin. Anyway, like I was saying, I got Pikmin 1 and 2 on the virtual console for the Wii U. I will be playing that after I beat this game. I've beat both Pikmin 1 and 2. I haven't 100% either of them. Actually, no, I think I 100% at Pikmin 2 eventually. But I have not 100% at Pikmin 1. On that game, and you'll see it when we get there, but the whole game's basically timed, and you only have a certain amount of time to complete the whole. Oh, look at that! Oh, I shouldn't have to skip that bit. So we just finished the first level, and we are taking off. But like I was saying about Pikmin 1, complete the whole game. There is a time limit to complete the whole game, and if you don't complete it within that time limit, you lose. So, as a kid playing it on the GameCube, that stressed me out so much. You had to collect certain parts to make your spaceship fly again. Kind of like, similar to what we're doing now, except we're collecting fruit. Hold on. Oh yeah, so another feature in this game, we have to collect fruit for the planet. So we collect the seeds from that fruit, but we also use that fruit, we juicify it into these little capsules right here, and each capsule is a day's worth of food. So if you run out of food, game over in this game. So we're gonna need to be collecting food throughout the game. In my experience, you never really get close to running out of food. But I am playing on ultra spicy, so I don't know how that's gonna affect the game now. Okay, this volume's still a little too loud. Is that actually... Well, if I turn down the volume on the TVs, does that affect the... Okay. Now if I turn it all the way down... Okay, I don't think changing the volume on my screen affects the actual recording volume. God, what was I saying? Oh, so I am playing on ultra spicy difficulty, so I don't know if that's gonna change, how much fruit we can, collect, or how much juice I get from the fruit. But on hard and normal difficulty, I was in no danger of losing because running out of food. But like I was saying about Pikmin 1, and I'm bouncing back and forth here, and I know that... Oh, the inauguration just started. What time is it? 11:21. On Pikmin 1, your spaceship crash lands over, I think it's gotta be Earth, right? And I think we're on Earth in this game. Your spaceship crashes over Earth, and you lose 30 parts from your spaceship, 29 of which are mandatory to complete the game, and the last one is not mandatory, and it's actually within the... You gotta defeat the final boss, and you don't have to defeat it, you can just skip them and to complete the game. But that time limit made me so anxious as a kid. I just never completed the final boss. I was just too scared. I played Pikmin 1 and 2 like a bitch. I was worried about losing a single Pikmin because I love these little guys so much, so I just ran around and played the game as slow and as cautiously as possible. I have since gotten out of that way of playing the game, and now it's sad to say that we will be losing a lot of Pikmin in this run. You know, I don't understand. One of the people attending the inauguration is Bill Clinton, and I don't understand how this man can like shows up at public events after he got caught getting a blowy in like the Oval Office from Monica Lewinsky. You know, how do you recover from that, especially as a president? You know, but I guess people conveniently forget about stuff like that. He also did some shady shit, pardoning a bunch of people when he left office. Alright, so here we go. This is actually probably where the game actually starts. Each day on Pikmin is a timed day. You only have a certain amount of time per day to do what you need to do. And then day runs out and you use a little food capsule, or juice capsule. So we are in a bit of a time constraint on this game, but it's not too bad. Here we go. So this is the little blue guy talking. Essentially just, oh, we're installing some apps now. Oh yeah, okay. So this is a good feature too. I love this feature. So we... How do I... Okay. Oh. What am I doing? So this is the radar. I think Pikmin 2 had a radar, but on this radar it's so much better, right? So we see all the map that, well, we see this area that we can see so far, and there's a fog of war beyond that. And there's unexplored map, which is just black, which we have to go to reveal it. And then within this map, we have these different apps. So this is the, well, I say within this map. Within this little device that we have the map. We have our, like, notes and lore page. Oh no, this is the hints page, the instructions how to play. I don't remember what this third one is. The fourth one is the Piklopedia. Love this thing. Gives you a rundown of all the enemies in the game. Spoiler alert, here they all are. And if you click on an enemy, like we've seen this little grub thing, the female shear grub, each crew member of the game has a little commentary on every single creature in the game. So this first guy, blue guy, kind of tells you everything you need to know about beating the killing these guys. The pink-haired chick dude, I don't know what they do. I don't know what the captain does, the big blubby dude. Louis, son of a bitch of the game, tells you how to eat every single enemy. And Omalar kind of gives you a more scientific documentation approach to everything. And so they give like 5 different commentaries on every single enemy of the game. Great, love this. But one of the more functionally useful features is this Pikmin info. It kind of tells you how many Pikmin you have, how many are working, how many are with you, and how many are just sitting around doing jack shit. And then you have this cool little camera, and you can you can take pictures, and these appear somewhere in the game. Not quite sure where. So if you see on the upper top of the screen, top half of the screen, you'll see that little sun on the top left, and it slowly moves to the right. And that's basically our timer for the day. We are gonna need to beat that timer for a lot of stuff. So as you kill enemies, you can bring them back to the onion, and that'll give you more Pikmin. Depending on what Pikmin carry back the creatures. So there I had red Pikmin carrying back the dwarf bulborb. That's the thing I just killed. It only took 3 Pikmin to carry it, and whatever the most Pikmin. Oh, how do I see? Walking up here. Oh. It only takes 3 Pikmin to carry it, and if you have 2 Pikmin of one color and one Pikmin of another color carry it. Whatever the most Pikmin carrying it. Does that make sense? I don't know how to say that. Whatever Pikmin is most carrying the item determines what Pikmin will get that population boost. Which is the fancy way of saying if I need more red Pikmin, I put more red Pikmin carrying dead bodies. So right now, story plot-wise, I am this blue guy, and I'm searching for my 2 other crewmates. Gameplay-wise, I'm just trying to get to those teammates as fast as possible, find some fruit, and boost my numbers. Alright. Now, this is going to be a real test of how difficult this ultra spicy mode is going to be. This is a big bull guy, bull bear, something. And we're going to see how many Pikmin we lose trying to take this thing out. So he's sleeping right now. They got weak points. If you attack their little eye stalks, they get kind of stunned. Stun lock. Oh, there we go. And that's pretty easy way to kill them. We didn't lose a single Pikmin killing it because I was attacking this weak point. This right here is a gate that we need a yellow Pikmin to get past because it's electrified. Everything's pretty simple, everything's color-coded in this game. Gotta love that about games. Except when they make colors that color-deficient people like myself have a hard time differentiating between. I always appreciate colorblind mode features in games. The Gears of War, it kind of sucks in Gears of War. Speaking of Gears of War, recorded my first video for the channel, my first public video for the channel. Gears of War, or sorry, Gears 5 campaign. Video quality is pretty garbage because I have my OBS settings were all jacked up, but I think I fixed them, and hopefully the video footage on this isn't all jacked up. I say all jacked up, I mean it was all pixelated. So here is a strawberry. It's not called a strawberry in this game because they have their own name for it. And we'll find it out when the day ends, whatever they call it. I'm just telling my Pikmin to bring that back to the ship so we can get some nice, good, juicy juice for the day. If you've been watching and not listening to this in the background, you will see that these giant, like, glass crystals, we need to find a way to destroy these, and the way we destroy these... Oh, look at this jellyfish. Dude, I love the enemies in this game. It's just something about their design is just so cool to me. So in this little jellyfish dude, there are these weird Pikmin. These are rock Pikmin. These guys are pretty cool. They got some cool, traits to them. But they are used to destroy these glass crystals. And now we've unlocked the rock Pikmin onion. So now we can start building an army of rock Pikmin. As we go through the game, we're gonna... I guess I'll just explain what the rock Pikmin are good for. But like you just saw, they're good for breaking these giant crystals. Oh, shit! Alright. So we got a shit ton of, oh, here we go. Alright, so the strawberry just got to my ship, and it looks like... Oh no. Oh yeah, so the strawberry got to the ship. They're analyzing it, and what do they call it? They call it the... Sunseed Berry. Oh, and look how satisfying that little juice is. Yeah. Alright, so that was only enough to fill half a bottle of juice. We're getting certain fruits give certain levels of juice. What is this? New sprouts will be the... Okay, yeah. Normally when you throw a Pikmin on an enemy, they'll, you throw them on top of the enemy, if it's a small enemy, it'll usually just kill them instantly. But if it's a bigger enemy... Oh no. Oh, I think I just found... if it's a bigger enemy, they'll latch onto the back of the enemy. Now, the rock Pikmin, they don't latch on. You just kind of throw them and they bounce off, but they do damage like that. Now, I said oh no earlier because I think I just found out something that's going to suck on this ultra spicy mode is... I'm not sure, but normally, when you're playing Pikmin, you can have up to 100 Pikmin on the field at once. But it seems like I can only have 60 right now, and that's really going to hurt. Alright, so here we go. This is the second crew member. Pink-haired chick. And now it's trying to show us the mechanic of the fact that you can command both captains at once. And let's see if I remember how to do that. Okay, here we go. So this is me playing pink-haired chick, and I can switch over to the other dude and control them independently of each other. This really helps with performing tasks concurrently on different parts of the map. It just helps you speed things along. You also have this handy ability on the map where if you're controlling one captain, I say captain, there's only one captain, but I'm gonna refer to all three of these people as all the crew members as captain. If you control one captain, you can select a spot on the map. Let me separate my Pikmin. I'll get back to what I was saying earlier. Kill these guys. These little enemy here's are like weird bugs that throw these rocks, and they can smash a Pikmin if they throw the rock. One of the special abilities about the rock Pikmin is they can't get smashed. Certain enemies have like smashing, killing animations, and rock Pikmin cannot be smashed. That's a cool little bit about them. And I forgot what I was going to say earlier when I said I was going to come back to it. Oh, anyway, so let me show this feature off to you. So if I threw my, oh, why do I always keep pressing this? Yeah. So right now I threw my other captain, so now they're independent of each other. You can call them and make them follow each other. But if I go to the, fuck, why do I keep pushing this? On. Right. Oh look, Lady Gaga's performing at the inauguration. Alright, so I have pink-haired chick, independent of my blue guy. And so I'm gonna tell pink-haired chick, if I go to the map, I can tell her to run to this spot on the map. And she will just go do that automatically. And I can switch over to the blue guy, and he can perform tasks while pink-haired chick is running across the map. So I told my pink-haired chick to go back to the home base so that she can collect the Pikmin that were dropping stuff off of her. Should be there by now. Go running there. And while she's running over there, you can just doing what we need to do over here. I unlocked a shortcut back to the... Oh, Lady Gaga singing the national anthem. Alright, so I'm gonna tell her to go... Oh. I'm gonna tell her to go back to the rock Pikmin cave. And where else do we need to go? Looks like we need to go here. Yes. All right, so there's these little glass walls that you saw me break earlier. You can only break them with rock Pikmin. So yeah, it looks like they limit the amount of Pikmin you can have on the field at once. Really sucks. They almost halved it. Alright. So Peak Hair Chick has collected all the rock Pikmin. We're gonna tell her to regroup at this gate. Alright, here we go. What is this? Radar's picking something up. Alright, so now the radar is just telling us where to go on the map, and I think that's just the boss arena over there. So we can slowly take our time making our way to the boss arena. These little piggy dudes right here shoot fire, so I want to get my red Pikmin and jack them up because they are immune to fire. Right? Oh no. Audio's messing up again. I hope I'm not gonna be fixing this. Something's going wrong with my audio. Alright, hold on. I'm going to need to fix this audio because it's driving me crazy. I'll be right back. Alright, I think I fixed the audio. There we go. Let's see. Do I have enough time to go over there? Let me see. Get over there. Yep, you know, I think I'm gonna do it. Alright, start breaking. Yep, sundown soon. Let's complete this part. Go. Alright, you go... Alright, my rock Pikmin are running all the way back. Onions. I'm gonna tell her to go meet them up there. I didn't get much in terms of fruit on this level, so we're gonna have to move fast the next day. But if we can get this bridge built, it's gonna help us tremendously tonight. So if you see on the upper right-hand corner, there's 15 and red Pikmin next to it. That means that they're... Well, it's 20. That's an indication of how many Pikmin are not in the safe zone. And what happens at the end of the day if not all your Pikmin are accounted for or within this radius. they get left behind. So, and that's always horrible. So, what you need to do is make sure that they're all somewhere. Okay, it looks like they're all over there. Right, so there we go. So now all the counter is down to 0, and all the Pikmin are accounted for. So that means when the day ends, we will not lose any Pikmin. They will not be left behind, and when they get left behind, they get eaten by little critters at nighttime. Right. So there's really not much I can do. I can run over here and jack up these fools. Yeah, but we have a countdown. So what we can do is we can just go ahead and end the day early. So what we're gonna do. And we can see a little summary of how we did for today. God, dude, you gotta freaking love this game. Who the hell is this chick speaking? Yeah, and right there on the screen, if we had left any Pikmin, they would be running and they would just miss the ship as it takes off and they would be eaten in, and it's the most heartbreaking thing you'll ever see in your life. And when we get a new onion, the Pikmin onions kind of morph together and create a bigger onion. One thing I think they're really trying to show off in this game is like the fluid stimulation. And the reason I say that is because when you well, first of all, this fruit, when you're juicing the fruit, this lemon's called the face wrinkler. When you juice in the fruit, you can see, you know, clearly that they're put some time and effort into their food mechanics. And look at that, even the color mixes too. Isn't that great? And we can actually fast forward this so we don't have to go through this animation so slowly every single day. But if you look in the Pikmin onion, since they combined, you can see the red and the gray, or is that gray? You can kind of see it swirling around in there, that fluid, and that's cool too. We reached the summary for today's day. That little bar graph right there, not bar graph, line chart, line chart, line graph, is basically our Pikmin population for the day, and we've only grown our Pikmin population. And by the end of the day, it looks like red and rock are about the same. Oh yeah, there we go. You can see the number right there. 53 red Pikmin and 51 rock Pikmin. We collected 3 fruits for the day, and that gave us 2 juices. We lost no Pikmin, and we lost none during sunset, for a total of 0. Is that J-Lo? So this is a feature I didn't realize until I was done with my second playthrough, but you can replay the day, and you play it in this, like, overhead view, and it kind of gives you, like, a overhead summary of how you ran through the day, and I thought this was really cool. And we're just gonna go ahead and 10 times speed throughout the day, to kind of see what I was doing, to see how much time I was wasting. And I think the game just says, look, you can see how you did through the days to see how efficient you were and how good at multitasking you are. So this is where we found the rock Pikmin. We're just gonna speed it up. We're breaking some rocks. And then this is where we found the second captain. So we're about halfway through the day here. I'm not going to replay every day that I complete. but I did want to go through this just to just kind of see how it looks. I think it's a cool feature. Oh look, you can even fast forward and rewind. Okay. So here we go, we're coming towards the end of the day. I was deciding whether or not I wanted to go across the water. And I did decide to, and here we go, we're gonna go build that blue bridge. Oh, I haven't mentioned this either, but we are on Earth, and for some reason, oh, that's it. Oh, they're swearing Joe Biden right now, hold on. Alright, he just got sworn in. Alright, so here we go. It looks, at the end of every day, your captain, your crew members will kind of write their own little logs on the board, and kind of starship, stardate 23, whatever. Kind of stuff like that. And so this is Alf. What I'm going to be referring to as Blue Guy. Alf says, back on board, we ran into an analysis on the fruit we retrieved and found it suitable for Kopai. I don't know how to describe it, I'm just going to say Kopai. Kopai consumption. It looks like there's plenty more where that came from. Reuniting with Brittany, finding this fruit. It's still early, but things seem to be taking a turn for the better. Alright. Exploration Day 3, and I think I'm actually going to call it there for today's episode. And, I will see you next time on Pikmin 3. Actually, let's go ahead and finish this dialogue first. So, we finally discovered edible matter. After close analysis, my conclusion is that the fruit juice is delicious. I never tasted anything like that on Kopai. We need to continue our search. If there is more to be had, we should have it. Right. Let's focus all of our energy on finding more fruit and absolutely nothing else. We still need to find the cosmic drive key. That is what we need to put in our spaceship to get back to Kopai, planet Kopai. So we need to find that cosmic drive key, which is actually what we're actually looking for in conjunction with the fruit. We still need to find the cosmic drive key. We can't get home without it. Right, let's focus all of our energy on retrieving fruit and the key, and absolutely nothing else. The captain. We need to find the captain as well. Right, so we'll just get the food, the key, and the captain. Is there anything else I'm forgetting? And there we go. And we will call it there for today's episode. So I'll see you guys next time.